Hello, welcome to my channel and my love to all of you. This is Anshu Sharma here. Interrelationship between extraterrestrial races and human races. Interrelationship between extraterrestrial genome and human genome. Is there any relationship between extraterrestrial races and their genome and human races and their genome? This is our topic today. Before we expand on our topic, let us recap. What is matrix? Matrix is an energetic field of consciousness, essentially a set of concepts and agreements forming a physical reality. Each inhabitant connected to a particular matrix, be third or fifth dimensional matrix, holds similar concepts and agreements, conforming and obeying the rules of a particular matrix. Third dimensional matrix in general dictates physical reality with sensory perceptions, and all there is. That what the third dimensional matrix says, that physical reality and the sensory perceptions is all there is. There is nothing beyond. In our defined space and time location, we experience our reality. Our perceptions and physical and astral movements are restricted within the boundaries of speed of light. Our perceptions, actions, and reactions remain limited within the range of electromagnetic frequencies of a visible spectrum. That's what it implies. In fifth dimensional matrix, human perceptions expand outside the limits of a visible light spectrum. In addition to sensory perceptions, we also perceive through telepathy, thoughts in emotions, imaging, imagination, dreaming, lucid dreaming, memory, etc. Because our perceptions expand, we receive stimuli outside of physical earth. Consciousness expands, and a connection to higher fifth dimensional matrix outside of third dimensional matrix, which is earthbound, is made. More of so-called junk or junk DNA, dormant DNA activating our memories. You receive or you perceive more information as DNA is equal to memory. Memories of past lives come online, connecting you to your past inheritance and connection. The connection with beings of a particular race or species that you were connected to outside Earth is restored. It is a gradual process of awakening. This process can connect with both regressive or advanced extraterrestrial races, depending upon your attention and your intention. For instance, if you put your attention on regressive races with an intention to experience those realities, you start shifting into that direction. But if your intention is just to learn and become aware of the regressive races and the third dimensional or the lower dimension they reside in, and your intention is not to experience those realities, then you raise your vibratory awareness of your multi-dimensional nature, and you do not experience the realities, the negative realities in your reality. The activation of DNA goes hand in hand with the awakening of consciousness. It has to do with the mind of a person, not where the person resides. In time, the awakened consciousness also gets embodied. Now, coming back to our attention and intention. Depending upon your attention and intention, activated DNA leads to awakened connection with extraterrestrial races. Connected and activated genes allowing that expression also awaken. More downloads through opened portals start to take place. Higher portals activated by higher extraterrestrial races allow more access to knowledge regarding their way of living, regarding their culture, their origin, their culture, and other information. What knowledge, what DNA activation, and what extraterrestrial connection you choose depends on your focus, your point of attention, and your intention. This process changes your memory towards a particular set of concept and idea, whereby you are led to sharing similar agreements with a specific race or a species. For example, the race may be Andromedan, Reptilian, Palladian, or Arcturian. Your personality, the I, or identity starts shifting more towards that race. This process of DNA, memory activation, and extraterrestrial connection is happening currently in Great Awakening. Now let's talk about limitations of mind. Through mind control influences, dark forces put roadblocks and limitations in your awakening, preventing your connection with the higher beings. When you listen or act either unconsciously, without discernment, or consciously, with attention and intention, disabling your protection shield, you are coming under the influence of the dark forces. It is then none of the more of the genes allowing regressive and negative expressions are activated, while genes allowing expansion, positive emotions, and ascension atrophy or remain dormant. It is to be understood, genes in themselves do not control anything. You do. Excuse me, with your attention and intention, and then by taking the action. Genes are physical expression of your memory, your lived past, residing in etheric or spiritual side. For example, if under mind control you believe telepathy, higher sensory, extraterrestrial beings, and their guidance does not exist, then it will not exist for you. The related genes causing material expression will be affected. They will atrophy and lie dormant. For detailed information or understanding, please watch my previous two parts. This is the last and the third part in the series. The first part, in the first part we discussed the interrelationship between soul, human genome and sensory environment. In the second part we discuss interrelationship between human soul and human genome. And in the third part we are focusing on interrelationship between human races and extraterrestrial races. So the previous two parts, the link are attached. Please have a look. Then it will give you a detailed understanding of all the three processes which are undergoing. With mind control, you can change, alter, shape a species. With mind expansion, you can expand your mind further into fifth dimension, sixth dimension, seventh dimension, and so on to higher densities. So with mind control, this expansion gets limited under mind control and influences of the dark forces, while with your awakening and self-effort, taking responsibility, you can also expand your mind and make connection with the higher beings, accessing those beings and their guidance. In essence, ideas and concepts define a soul, and mutual agreements of similar ideas and concepts make your relationship with similar races and species. Current identity and self-concept forms your DNA, leading to experiencing your current reality. Moment to moment, it is your memory is making matter in the form of your DNA. Moment to moment, depending on your soul interaction and your soul orientation, you are interacting, communicating and downloading information from extraterrestrial races that are either regressive or advanced. This process is changing and recording your hologram, leading to realities you wish to experience. So this process is already undergoing within all of us unconsciously. What we need to do is to understand this process and make it conscious. So under influences unconsciously, we are not led to lower dimensional experiences and start interacting with regressive races, causing negative emotions in us. When we understand this process consciously, we can choose to expand, awaken and make connection with higher density beings residing in higher densities. In seed form, humans are carrying millions and millions of genes existing in our DNA, ready to activate and allow expression on our command. Scientists have identified 22 genes allowing 22 extraterrestrial races expressions in broad. But we have to understand that these 22 extraterrestrial genes are further related to countless other extraterrestrial races. So in essence, we are carrying genes from countless extraterrestrial races, and depends on us which genes we want to activate and experience in our reality and which genes we give expression to. Both advanced and regressive extraterrestrial races are using hybridization process to create a new you. This is being done in the laboratories. You can watch my video on cloning. I will attach this link as well in the description box. while the hybridization process with extraterrestrial races, higher ones, is an organic process. The only difference is the regressive races invade your consciousness without your permission, while advanced extraterrestrial races respect your choices and will only interact with you if you are willing. You are a powerful soul, and in consciousness, you can activate genes of your choice and activate and interact with a particular extraterrestrial races of your choice. Having all genes in consciousness and awareness without their expression, you are source. Source is what? Source has got all the genes in consciousness and awareness but does not express them. But in our case, we also have the genes, but depending on our attention and in intention, we can express them in physical form. Last, this is the time of great awakening, when the old earth is collapsing, old systems are collapsing, and old ways of doing things are also collapsing. Moment to moment, we are being challenged. It is time to move forward, one single step at a time, with faith, courage, trust, and above all, to understand this process consciously and make a conscious choice to where what we want to go and what we wish to experience in our next incarnation and in our next generation. We can make this process conscious. Which race, extraterrestrial races, aliens we want to make contact with, or higher extraterrestrial races we seek for guidance. So we decide which ET races we wish to take guidance from. What we do today will be registered in our DNA and will become a part of our soul imprinting. When anything gets registered as soul imprinting in our soul holograms, it goes from one generation to another, from one incarnation to another. So that is all for today. Thanks for listening. Although complete in itself, all these 3 videos will certainly make more sense. But if you watch all 3 together, then the whole process will make the whole process clearer to you. In first part, a relationship between soul imprinting and environment is described. Then there is a loop, that 5 concepts have been described, that how the genome and soul imprinting, what relationship we have. And in this video, we understand that how human souls are interacting with extraterrestrial souls. So I request you to share these videos so that others can benefit to you. You can activate your own soul expansion and also expansion. The more you share the knowledge, money, or anything you have got, your arts, your talents, the more abundance you will have. So lots of love and light. Feel free to watch the videos in my other playlist of your choice. Have a look. Visit my YouTube channel Anshu Sharma 90. Thanks for listening once again. Leave your comments. I love seeing your comments and also thanks for all your support you give me. Lots of love and light. I take your leave now. Bye. See you next time.